All right, here are solutions to quiz 7 for Math 111. We're given this polynomial and told to determine its end behavior. The end behavior from this polynomial can be found just by looking at the end behavior of the term of highest degree, in this case 2x cubed. If you look at 2x cubed, we only have to look at two things to figure out its end behavior. Its coefficient here is positive. Maybe I'll write that. And its exponent is odd. So what that tells us is that as we go to the right, as x gets close to infinity, the graph is going to go up. In other words, f of x will go towards infinity. And as x goes towards negative infinity, as we go to the left, f of x is going to go down. F of x will go towards negative infinity. Kind of picture the graph of x cubed. That's what happened there. Multiplying it by 2 just stretches it. It doesn't change the end behavior at all. Okay, find the x-intercepts. To find the x-intercepts, what we want to do is set this equation equal to 0. To solve this, it says factor by grouping. Okay, in this first group here, my greatest common factor is x squared. If I pull out that x squared, I'm left with 2x plus 1. Then I look at this next group, and I want to be left with 2x plus 1. In order to be left with 2x plus 1, I need to pull out a negative 4. And so now I have two terms that both have a 2x plus 1 in them. So I pull out that 2x plus 1, and I'm left with just x squared minus 4. But I'm actually still not done because x squared minus 4 will factor. It's a difference of squares, so it can be written as x plus 2 times x minus 2. In other words, either 2x plus 1 equals 0, or x plus 2 equals 0, or x minus 2 equals 0. So either 2x equals negative 1, in which case x equals negative 1/2, or x equals negative 2, or x equals positive 2. All right, find the y-intercept of f. The way you find the y-intercept is you just make the x value equal to 0. So I take my equation and I change all the x's into zeros. Probably don't need to write this. You probably just look at it and tell that we're going to have 0 plus 0 minus 4, which is negative 4. Y-intercept is just negative 4. That's all there is to it. That's why it's only worth 1 point. Sketch an approximate graph of f that illustrates all these answers. Okay, I want to sketch something that has a y-intercept at 1, 2, 3, negative 4, and has x-intercepts at negative 1/2, negative 2, and positive 2. Negative 1/2, negative 2, and positive 2. And then end behavior. When I go to the right, I want it going up. So I want it going up from here. It has to go through here. It has to turn around pretty quickly in order to get through here. At some point, I don't know where, it's going to turn around again to get through here. And then it's going to end up going down here. So I got my end behavior, I got my 3x intercepts, and I have my y-intercept. How high up you go here, for example, is something we don't know. How quickly it turns around or where it turns around at, I have it turning around on the y-intercept. That's not necessarily what happens. We don't know that. We need calculus to figure all that stuff out. At this point, this is all we can do. Just show the things you found in A, B, and C. All right, polynomial long division. 2x plus 1 divided by 2x cubed plus x squared minus 8x minus 4. If you're really clever, you can come up here and be like, wait a minute, that looks a lot like this. If I divided 2x plus 1 out, I should be left with x squared minus 4. That's true. Our answer will end up being x squared minus 4. But you didn't need to see that. You could just go through and do it. Let's see, to get rid of this 2x cubed, I need an x squared up here. Because x squared times 2x is 2x cubed. X squared times 1 is x squared. And now I subtract. 2x cubed minus 2x cubed, nothing. X squared minus x squared, nothing. Negative 8x minus nothing is negative 8x. Negative 4 minus nothing is negative 4. Now I want to get rid of this negative 8x. To get rid of it, I need a negative 4 up top here, because negative 4 times 2x is negative 8x, and negative 4 times 1 is negative 4. I subtract, I get 0. I'm happy. I see that I got x squared minus 4 is what this is equal to, but that's exactly what I expected from this factorization I did earlier. All right, there's the end of the quiz.